Lamentations 1. How alone she sits, the city once great with people. Like a window she has become. Like a widow she has become. One great among the nations, her princess among provinces has become a slave. She weeps bitterly at night, and her tears are upon her cheek. Among all her lovers there is no comforter for her. All her friends have betrayed her. They have become her enemies. Judah has gone into exile because of affliction and became of harsh labor. She has dwelt among nations. She has found no rest. All her preservers, all her pursuers have overtaken her between narrow places. The ways to Zion mourn, for no one comes to the appointed times. All her gates are deserted. Her priests sigh. Her maidens are afflicted, and she has bitterness. Her adversaries have become chief. Her enemies have become at ease. For Yahweh has afflicted her. Because of her many transgressions, her children have gone into captivity before the enemy. And all the splendor has departed from the daughter of Zion. Her rulers have become like buck. They have found no pasture, and they go powerless before the pursuer. In the days of her affliction and wandering, Jerusalem remembered all her precious matters she had in the days of old. When her people fell into the hand of the enemy, with no one to help her, the adversaries saw her. They mocked her. At her destruction, Jerusalem has sinned greatly. Therefore, she has become defiled. Also, who esteem her despise her, because they have seen her nakedness. She herself has sighed and turned away. Her uncleanness is in her skirts. She did not keep in mind her latter end, and has gone down appalling. There there was no one to comfort her. See, O Yahweh, my affliction, for the enemy has made himself great. The adversary has spread his hand over all her precious matters. Indeed, she has seen. The nations have entered her holy place. Those whom you commanded not to enter your assembly. All her people are sighing, seeking bread. They have given their precious matters for food to bring back life. See, O Yahweh, and look, for I have become despised. It is not to you, all you who pass by. Look and see if there is any pain like my pain, which have been brought on me, which Yahweh has afflicted on me in the day of his burning displeasure. From above he has sent fire into my bones, and it's overpowered them. He has spread a net for my feet and has turned me back. He has laid me waste and all the days, faint all the days. And the yoke of my transgressions has been bound by his hand, woven together and thrust upon my neck. He has made my strength stumble. Yahweh has given me into the hand which I am unable to withstand. Yahweh has trodden down all my strong men in my midst. He has called an appointed time against me to crush my young men. Yahweh has trodden down as in a winepress, the maiden daughter of Judah. This is why I weep. My eye is running down with water, because the Comforter, who could bring back my life, has been far from me. My children are stunned, for the enemy has prevailed. Zion spreads out her hands. There is no comforter for her. Yahweh has commanded concerning Jacob. His neighbors are his adversaries. Jerusalem has become an unclean among them. Yahweh is righteous, for I rebelled against his mouth. Hear now, all peoples, and see my pain. My maidens and my young men have gone into captivity. I called for my lovers, but they deceived me. My priests and my elders breathed their last in the city, while they sought food to bring back their life. O Yahweh, that I am in distress. My inward parts are boiling up. My heart is overturned within me, for I have been very rebellious. From without the sword bereaved, has bereaved at home, it is like death. They have heard that I sigh, with no one to comfort me. All my enemies have heard of my calamity. They have rejoiced that you have done it. You shall bring on that day that you have announced. So let them become like me. Let all their evil come before you, and do to them as you have done to me. For all my transgressions, my signs are many, and my heart is faint. Lamentations 1. Welcome back, everybody, to Genesis 3. I'm your host, Edward Bowman. First thing first, give all praise to the Most High, our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Can I get an amen? I appreciate y'all out there. Appreciate y'all out there. Welcome back here, man. If you guys been going for a minute, man, I just finished some of the Psalms. I just finished the Book of Ruth. Very interesting, very good books. The Book of Ruth is very very knowledgeable. Very you should read it for yourself, because Ruth, if you didn't know, Ruth is the grandmother of David, and Ruth was a Moabite. Ruth was a bride of a fellow Judah guy, and that man's mother was Naomi. So Naomi's husband died, Ruth's husband died, and I believe another woman's husband died. So Naomi's husband plus her two sons died. So that left three widows, Naomi and two other women. Naomi told the two women, look, y'all ain't gotta stay, head back to your land, do what you gotta do. Y'all can leave. Go worship your gods. One of the women said, bet, I'm out. She took off. I'm out of here. Naomi said, look, no matter what you do, no matter what you tell me, I'm not leaving. No matter wherever you go, I go. Wherever you stop, I stop. So Naomi was like, all right, come with me. So Naomi go back to Jerusalem. You know, she had doing her thing. But Ruth, she ain't lazy. Ruth ain't just staying in the house, crying and stuff. Ruth's out there in the field putting in work. And now she took eye of Boaz. Boaz seen her like, yo, who is she? She her putting in work. Look, she under my command. She under my protection. Nobody touch her. She straight up out here. So, but Boaz, he's very one of the redeemers out there in Jerusalem. Very good man. So, but I believe he's a relative to Naomi. And Naomi's like, yo, go be with Boaz. This is what you gotta do. So she informed Ruth about everything she could do to please Boaz. So Ruth going to do what she gotta do. Boaz like, look, there's somebody in here who is in this town that's better than me. Now, if he doesn't want to take responsibility of you and keep the blood name going of of your husband that died, I'll do it. So Boaz went. He went and got 10 other guys plus the guy who he want to talk to about the matter. He's like, yo, in front of the elders, look, Naomi, her husband died. Ruth out here, the new girl Ruth, she chose to stay with us. She's very beautiful. She make anybody a good husband. Do you want her or not? The dude like, I don't want to. I don't want to take upon that all that responsibility. So Boaz took upon her. He married her and all this stuff. Boom. Here come the father of the baby who they had was Obedi. I might be butchering that name though, but they would have had a son. That son, he's the father of Yeshe, and Yeshe is the father of David. So Ruth is the grandmother. I was like, what? Very interesting, very interesting. And I don't know where people get this whole Naomi and Ruth is lesbians. I don't know where that talk comes from. That talk must come from right from the devil mouth or one of the false religions. Because how can you ever think Ruth is gay and Naomi is gay? Where did that rumor come from? Man, they out here. Where did that rumor ever come from? I don't know. Anyways, let's get back to the Lamentations. Now we're on chapter 2. Let's get back into it, y'all. Hope you're having a good day out there. It's a beautiful day out here where I'm at. It's the wind blowing. It might rain. Woo, real good out here. All right. Chapter 2, verse 1. How Yahweh in his displeasure has covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud. He has cast down from the heavens to the earth the calmness of Israel. He has not remembered his footstool in the day of his displeasure. Yahweh has swallowed up without compassion. All the pastors of Jacob in his wrath he has thrown down. The strongholds of the daughter of Judah he has brought them down to the ground. He has profaned the region, the kingdom, and its rulers. In the heat of his displeasure, he has cut off every horn of Israel. He has withdrawn his right hand from before the enemy, and he burns against Jacob like a flaming fire, consuming all around. Like a flaming fire, consuming all around. He has bent his bow like an enemy. He has set his right hand like an adversary, and he kills all who delighted the eye in the tent of the daughter of Zion. He has poured out his wrath like fire. Yahweh has been like an enemy. He has swallowed up Israel. He has swallowed up all her palaces. He has destroyed her strongholds, and he has increased mourning and limitations. In the daughter of Judah, he has demolished his booth like a garden. He has destroyed his place of meeting. He has destroyed his place of meeting. Yahweh has made the appointed times and Sabbath to be forgotten in Zion. Ooh, ooh. He has destroyed his place of meeting. Yahweh has made the appointed times and Sabbath to be forgotten in Zion, and despised sovereign and priest in his raging displeasure. Yahweh has cast off his slaughtering place. He has rejected his holy place. He has delivered the walls of her palaces into the hand of the enemy. And so they say right now, y'all got to just have to say, forget all this stuff. Forget the slaughterings. Forget the my Sabbath. Forget the appointed times. He has rejected his holy place. He has delivered the walls of her palaces into the hand of the enemy. God turned over his holy temple to the enemy. He says, forget it all. Forget it all, because look what you guys have done. They have made a noise in the heaven of Yahweh. Oh, he has delivered the walls of the palaces into the hand of the enemy. They have made a noise in the house of Yahweh. As on the day of an appointed time, Yahweh has planned to destroy the wall of the daughter of Zion. He has stretched out a line. He has not turned back his hand from destroying. He has made the rampart and wall to limit. Together they have languished. Her gates have sunk into the ground. He has destroyed and broken her bars. Her sovereign and her rulers are among the nations. The Torah is no more. My goodness gracious. And her prophets have found no vision from Yahweh. My goodness. The Torah is no more, and her prophets have found no vision from Yahweh. He ain't talking. That's it. And her prophets have found no vision from Yahweh, from God. He ain't talking. The elders of the daughters of Zion sit on the ground, are silent. They have thrown dust on their heads. They have girdled themselves with sackcloth. Maidens of Jerusalem have let their heads hang to the ground. My eyes are spent with tears. My inner parts ferment. My bile has been poured on the ground because of the destruction of the daughter of my people. As children and the infants languish in the streets of the city, they say to their mothers, where is grain and wine? Where is food and drink? As they languish like the wounded in the streets of the city, as their life is poured out in their mother's bosom. How shall I admonish you? To what shall I compare you, O daughter of Jerusalem? To what shall I liken you to comfort you? To what shall I liken you to comfort you, O maiden daughter of Zion? For your breach is as great as the sea. Who shall heal you? For your breach is as great as the sea. Who shall heal you? That means your whole, the wound that is in your body is too huge. Who shall heal you? Your prophets have seen falsehood and folly for you. Your prophets have seen falsehood and folly for you, and have not shown you your crookedness, to turn back your captivity. But their visions for you are false and misleading messages. All who pass by you have clapped their hands at you. They have whistled and they shake their heads at the daughter of Jerusalem. And this the city that is this the city that is called the perfection of loveliness, the joy of all the earth? All your enemies have opened their mouth against you. They have whistled and they have gnashed their teeth. They say, we have swallowed her up. This is certainly the day we have waited for. We have found it. We have seen it. Yahweh has done what he planned. He has filled his word. He has filled his word, which he commanded in the days of old. He has torn down without compassion. He has let your enemies rejoice over you. He has exalted the horn of your adversaries. Their heart cried out to Yahweh. O wall of the daughter of Zion, let tears run down like a river day and night. Let tears run down like a river day and night. Give yourself no numbness. Let your eyes have no rest. See it all. See it all. Witness it all. Witness the destruction. Witness the calamity that has befallen upon you. Man, hold on. That's crazy. All right. Chapter 2, verse 19. Arise, cry out in the night, at the beginning of the watches. At the beginning of the watches. Pour out your heart like water before the face of Yahweh. Lift your hands toward him for the life of your young children who languish from your hunger. Lift your hands toward him for the life of your young children who languish from your hunger at the head of every street. See, O Yahweh, and look attentively to whom you have done thus. Should the woman eat their offspring, infants of the hand breadth? Should the priests and prophets be killed in the holy place of Yahweh? Young and old lie on the ground in the streets. My maidens and my young men have fallen by the sword. You have killed them in the day of your displeasure. You have slaughtered without compassion. Will you proclaim, as in the day of appointed time, the fears that surround me? And no one escapes or survives in the day of the displeasure of Yahweh. Those whom I have nursed and brought up, my enemies have destroyed. So it looks like right here, I could be wrong, but it looks like right here, all the in the prophets, the Ezekiel's, the Jeremiah's, the Isaiah's, like all that stuff is happening right now here in Lamentations. I could be wrong, but it seems like the fall is happening, the destruction, the calamity, the death, the wrath of God is against Judah and Jerusalem is happening now in Lamentations. But let me go back real quick to chapter 2, verse 14. Your prophets have seen falsehood and folly for you, and have not shown you your crookedness. Turn back your captivity, but their visions for you are false and misleading messages. Okay. So the prophets lied. All her falsehood, all her false prophets out there that was telling her, oh, it's all right, and if the bad happening, it's full of it, because he says, because right here, your prophets have seen falsehood and folly for you, and have not shown you your crookedness to turn back your captivity, but their visions for you are false and misleading messages. All right, let's pick it back up at chapter 3, Lamentations 3. I am the man who has seen affliction by the rod of his wrath. He has led me and made me walk in darkness and no light and not light. Indeed, he has turned back. He has turned his hand against me all the day. He has worn out my flesh and my skin. He has broken my bones. He has piled up against me and surrounded me with bitterness and hardship. He has made me dwell in dark places like the dead of old. He has hedged me in, and I do not go out. He has made my chain heavy. Also, when I cry and shout, he has shut out my prayers. He has blocked my ways with hewn stones. Oh my goodness. He has made me dwell in darkness, in dark places, like the dead of old. He has hedged me in, and I do not go out. He has made my chain heavy. Also, when I cry and shout, he shuts out my prayer. When you shout and cry, when you in your distress, you, oh God, help us, oh God, my God, help us. God, I don't hear none of that. Silence. He has shut out my prayers. He has blocked my ways with hewn stones. He has made my path crooked. He is to me like a bear laying in wait, a lion in hiding. He has turned aside my ways. He has turned aside my ways and torn me into pieces. He has laid me waste. He has bent his bow. He has set me as a target for the arrow. He made the arrows of his quiver pierce my kidneys. I have made a mockery to all my people. Their mocking songs all the day. He has filled me with bitterness. He drenched me with wormwood, and he has broken my teeth with gravel. He has covered me with ashes, and you have removed my being far from peace. He has covered me with ashes, and you have removed my being far from peace. I have forgotten crookedness. Oh, my bad. Let me go back right here. Lamentations 3, verse 17. And you have removed my being far from peace. I have forgotten goodness. And I said, my strength and my expectancy have perished from Yahweh. Remember my afflictions and my anguish, the wormwood and the gall. Your being indeed remembers and bows down upon me. This I recall to my mind, therefore I wait, the love and commitment of Yahweh. For we have not been consumed, for his compassion have not ended. Amen. Even with the fire, even with the wrath of God, he still loves you. The love and commitment of Yahweh, for we have not been consumed, for his compassion have not ended. Amen. They are new every morning. Ooh, every morning. They are new every morning. Great is your trustworthiness. Yahweh is my portion, says my being. Therefore I wait for him. Yahweh is good to those waiting for him, to those being to the being who seeks him. Let me go back. Yahweh is good to those waiting for him, to the being who seeks him. It is good both to wait and to be silent. So it is good to wait and to be silent. So don't do this whole, God, can you help me with this? God, can you do this? God knows you. God knew us since the womb. I fall victim to that too. I pray for things, I pray for, to be better at my ways. I pray for a lot of things, Now I know. Hey, this is learning for me too. Yahweh is good to those waiting for him, to the being who seeks him. It is good. It is good both to wait and to be silent. That's what I got. I need to work on those two things. Wait and be silent. For the deliverance of Yahweh. It is good for a man to bear a yoke in his youth. Let him sit alone and be silent. It is good for a man to bear a yoke in his youth. Let him sit alone and be silent, because he has laid in it on him. Let him sit alone and be silent, because he has laid it on him. Let him put his mouth in the dust. There might yet be expectancy. Let him give his cheek. Let him give his cheek to the one who strikes him. He is filled with reproach, but Yahweh does not cast off forever. For though he afflicted, yet he shall show compassion according to the greatness of his love and commitment. So you might be being disciplined by God, but don't let that discourage you. Don't let that move you away from him. For though he has afflicted, yet he shall show compassion according to the greatness of his love and commitment. For he has not afflicted from his heart. For he has not afflicted from his heart, nor does he grieve the children of man, to crush under his feet all the prisoners of the earth, to turn aside the right ruling of man before the face of the Most High, or wrong a man in his cause. God talking here today. For he has not afflicted from his heart, nor does he grieve the children of men, to crush under his feet all the prisoners of the earth, to turn aside the right ruling of man before the face of the Most High, or wrong a man in his cause. Thus Yahweh does not approve. God don't approve that. Or wrong a man in his cause. This Yahweh does not approve. Don't be out. Don't be out here saying, oh, God told me to do this. I'm about to beat you up. Hitler out here saying he killed all these Jews in the name of God because God told him to do this. God didn't tell you to do none of that. Okay, let's pick back up 37. Who was it that spoke and it came to be? Has Yahweh not commanded it? Do not the evils and the good come out from the mouth of the Most High? God is the author of good and evil. Do not the evils and the good come out of the mouth of the Most High? What? Should mankind complain? A living man because of his sin? Should mankind complain? A living man because of his sins? Let each search and examine our ways and turn back to Yahweh. Let each of us look at what we're doing and go back to God. Let us lift our heads and hands to El in the heavens and say, We have transgressed and rebelled. You have not forgiven. You have not wrapped yourself with displeasure and pursued us. You have killed. You have not shown compassion. You have wrapped yourself with a cloud so that prayers does not pass through. You make us as scum and refuse in the midst of the people. Our enemies have opened their mouths against us. Fear and a snare have come upon us, shame and ruin. Streams of water run down my eyes. For the ruin of the daughters of my people, my eyes flows out and does not cease, without stopping, until Yahweh looks down and sees from the heavens. My eye pains my being, because of all the daughters of my city. My enemies have hunted me down like a bird without cause. They have cut off my life in the pit, and they threw stones at me. Water flowed over my head. I said, I am cut off. I called on your name, O Yahweh, from the lowest pit. You have heard my voice. Do not hide your ear from my groaning, from my outcry. You drew near on the day I called on you. You said, do not fear. O Yahweh, you did plead the case of my being. You have redeemed my life. O Yahweh, you have seen my oppression. Judge my case. You have seen all their vengeance, all their plans against me. You have heard their reproach. O Yahweh, all their plans against me. The lips of those rising against me, and their scheming against me all the day. Look at their sitting down and their rising up. I am their song. Repay them, O Yahweh, according to the work of their hands. Give them a valid heart. Your curse upon them. Pursue and destroy them in displeasure from under the heavens of Yahweh. Ooh, that's a good chapter right there, man. That's a real good chapter right there, man. My bad. Let's dig right back into this. I just, underline some notes for myself. You feel me? But let's get back into this. We have chapter 4. Verse 1, we have limitations. Limitations about to be done real quick, y'all. Anyways, let's get to it. Limitations, chapter 4. How dim the gold has become. The fine gold changed. The stones of the holy place are scattered at the end of every street. The stones of the holy place are scattered at the head of every street. The precious sons of Zion, who were weighed against the fine gold, how they have been reckoned as clay pots. The work of the hand of the potter, even jackals have presented their breasts. They have nursed their young. the daughters of my people has become as cruel as ostriches in the wilderness. The tongue of the infants hath clung to the roof of its mouth for thirst. Children ask for bread, no one breaks it for them. Those who ate the delicacies have been laid waste in the street. Those who were brought up in scarlet have embraced dunghills, and the crookedness of the daughters of my people is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom. Ooh. Hold on. Hold on. And the crookedness of the daughter of my people is greater than the punishment of the sin of Sodom. You know what Sodom and Gomorrah was in there doing? The crookedness of the daughter of my people is greater than the punishment, and the punishment of the sin of Sodom. Wow. Which was overthrown in a moment, and no hands were wrong over her. Her Nazarites were brighter than snow, and whiter than milk, more ruddy in body than rubies. They're cut like sapphire. Their appearance has become blacker than soot. Their appearance has become blacker than soot. They have become unrecognized in the streets. Let's go back. Her Nazarites were brighter than snow, and whiter than milk. Nazarite. Hold on, sit y'all with me. Hold on. Her Nazarite. Now, if you don't know what a Nazarite is, let me go back real quick and let me get a quick education real quick for you, real quick. If you got time. What was that? First Samuel or that Kings? I'm gonna say Kings. Samuel is Samuel. This is David now. I'm gonna say Kings. This is questioning David. Yeah, this is Samuel. This is David. This is David's stuff. I think it's Kings. Or Judges. Might be Judges. That's the Benjamin stuff. Carved image of a who. Stand. Why the God not cut his hair? Okay, here we go. Okay, Nazarite. No razor has ever come upon my head, for I have been a Nazarite to Elohim from my mother's womb. If I were to shave it, and my strength would leave me, and I would become as weak as any other man. And you know who that is? That's Samson. Judges 13. For look, you are conceiving and bearing a son. Let no razor come upon his head, for the youth is the Nazarite to Elohim from the womb on, and he shall begin to save Israel out of the hand of the Philistines. Now that was Samson. Samson, who was a Nazarite. So let's go back to Lamentations. We on 4. Her Nazarites were brighter than snow, and whiter than milk, more ruddy in body than rubies. They're cut like sapphire. Their appearance has become blacker than soot. They have become unrecognized in the streets. Their skins have shriveled on their bones. It has become dry. It has become as wood. Better off were those pierced by the sword than those pierced by hunger. For these pine away, pierced through the lack of the fruits of the field. The hands of the compassionate woman have boiled their own children. They have become food for them. What? Their skin has shriveled on their bones. It has become dry. It has become as wood. Better off were those pierced by the sword than those pierced by hunger. For these pine away, pierced through for lack of fruits of the field. The hands of the compassionate woman have boiled their children. They have become food for them. In the destruction of the daughter of my people, Yahweh has completed his wrath. He has poured out his burning displeasure. He has kindled a fire in Zion, and it consumed her foundations. The sovereigns of the earth did not believe, nor any of the inhabitants of the world, that an adversary and enemy would enter the gates of Jerusalem. It was because of the sins of her prophets. Oh my God. Oh. It was because of the sins of her prophets. The sins of her prophets? It said, the sovereigns of the earth did not believe, nor any of the inhabitants of the world, that an adversary and enemy would enter the gates of Jerusalem. It was because of the sins of her prophets, the crookedness of her priests, who shed in her midst the blood of the righteous. That's why right there. The crookedness of her priests, who shed in her midst the blood of the righteous. There it is right there. The people of God, the workers of God, who was out doing God work, was not doing God just. Their lips was lies, was on the edge of their lips, on the edge of their tongue. No matter what they spoke, it was lies and deceit. It was because of the sins of the prophets, the crookedness of her priests, who shed in her midst the blood of the righteous. They staggered the blind. They staggered blind in the streets. They have defiled themselves with blood, so that no one was able to touch their garments. They shouted at them, "Away, unclean, away, away, touch not." When they fled and staggered, they said among the nations, "They shall sojourn no longer." The face of Yahweh stretched them. The face of Yahweh scattered them. He no longer regarded them. They showed no respect for his priests. They showed no respect for the priests, no favor to the elders. While we exist, our eyes are consumed. They said among the nations, they shall sojourn no more, no longer. What? The face of Yahweh scattered them. He no longer regards them. They showed no respect for the priests, nor favor to the elders. While we exist, our eyes are consumed. I mean, for them to say we sojourn no longer, that's tough. Watch vainly for our help. In our watchtowers, we watch for a nation that could not save. They have hunted our steps. They have hunted our steps from going in our streets. Our end was near. Our days were completed, for our end had come. Our pursuers were swifter than the eagles of the heavens. They came haughtily after us on the mountains, and lay in wait for us in the wilderness. The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of Yahweh, was caught in their pits, in whose shadow we had thought to live among the nations. In whose shadow we had thought to live among the nations. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, you who dwelt in the land of Uz. The cup is to pass over to you, so that you become drunk and make yourself naked. Okay, let's go back real quick, because this is very important. Because a lot of people want to say black people ain't the descendants or none of that stuff. Hey, black people may not be the descendants. I mean, what I want to say is this: black people is probably one of them 12 tribes of Judah, one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Black America is probably one of the 12 tribes of Israel. Because right here, it's very, it gets the head thinking right here. But let me lead on my own understanding, watching vainly for our help. In our watchtower, we watch for a nation that is not saved. They have hunted our steps, right here, 18. They have hunted our steps from going in our street. Our end was near. Our days were completed, for our end had come. Our pursuers were swifter than the eagles of the heavens. They came hotly after us on the mountains and lay in wait for us in the wilderness. The breath of our nostrils, the anointed of Yahweh. We was caught in their pits, in whose shadow we had thought to live among the nations. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, you who dwelt in the land of Uz, the cup to pass over to you, so that you become drunk and make yourself naked. The daughters of Uz who dwelt in the land of Uz, daughter of Edom who dwelt in the land of Uz. So like make the land get drunk. The land get drunk, start showing up naked, making it vulnerable so people could come in and take possessions. I'm guessing that's what it means. Your crookedness has been completed, O daughter of Zion. He no longer prolongs your exile. He shall punish your crookedness, O daughter of Edom. He shall uncover your sins. All right, let's close this out. Chapter 5. Remember, O Yahweh, what has come upon us. Look and see our reproach. Our inheritance has been turned over to strangers, and our houses to foreigners. We have become orphans, fatherless. Our mothers are like widows. We had to pay for our drinking water, and our wood come at a price. We have been pursued close onto our neck. We have labored and had no rest. To Egypt we have given a hand. To Egypt we have given a hand. To Asher to be satisfied with bread. Our fathers sinned, they are no more. We have been born their crookedness. We have borne their crookedness. Servants have ruled over us. There is no one to deliver from their hands. With our lives we bring in our bread because of the sword of the wilderness. Our skin has become as hot as an oven because of the burning heat of scarcity of food. They have humbled the women in Zion, the maidens in the city of Judah. Rulers were hung by their hands, and the elders were not respected. And elders were not respected. They have taken young men to gird the youth stumble under loads of wood. Elders have elders have ceased from the gate, young men from their song. The joy of heart has ceased. The joy of our heart has ceased. Our dancing has turned into mourning. The crown has fallen from our head. Woe to us, for we have sinned. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention. Verse 15. The joy of our heart has ceased. Our dancing has turned into mourning. The crown has fallen from our head. Woe to us, for we have sinned. Because of this our heart has been sick. Because of these our eyes have become dim. Because of Mount Zion, which is laid waste, foxes have gone roaming in it. You, O Yahweh, remain forever. Your throne from generation to generation. Why do you forget us forever? Forsake us for length of days? Turn us back to you, O Yahweh, and let us turn back. Renew our days as of old, for you have completely rejected us. You have been wrath with us, exceedingly. They crying out, pleading, yo, God, come back to it. What's going on? We can't be mad forever. Here to 2025. But I do see an uptick of people going back, though. I do see a lot of people going back to the Bible, trying to. They searching for God. A lot of people is searching for God. But there's too many snares, too many traps, too many false religions roaming around that's consuming all the sheep, all the the ones who want to walk in God's ways, want to hear His voice. They're capturing them, put them in false religions, put them in Christianity, put them in Catholic, put them in Muslim, put them in like it's so many things that can trap you, make you fall into another pit. When you hear God's voice, you want to hear God's voice, recognize God's voice, you want to obey God's voice. But these people back here, okay, now I'm on Ecalensis. Whew. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, man. Appreciate you so much for staying here. Everyone who stayed here, I appreciate you. Hope you got the word. Hope you got full. Hope you got some questions. Hope you want to talk in the comments. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm here, man. Let's talk. We are God people. If you stay here, you're God people. You want to do better. I want to do better. I'm a person who want to get told about the scripture. I'm a person who want to get fed the word. I'm aiming to be better. If you're aiming to be better, stay here, man. Like and subscribe. Let's do this. We got one life to live, y'all. Let's take care of it. Let's take care of our soul. Let's take care of our families. Do what we got to do in this life. Money is good, but everything ain't that good. Don't just abandon who you is just to get to somewhere that you don't want to be. You think that's where you want to be. Oh yeah, I got the money, the fame, the girls. All that stuff can come crashing down if it's not built the right way. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm your host, Edward Bowman, man. Genesis 3. What's up?